Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Coral Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense takes the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback... duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Carr. He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Aggies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Hard running there. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Looking to throw for it. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
And the pass is intercepted. Touchdown Sooners. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That makes the score Oklahoma 21, Texas A&M 0.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. Lowers those pads. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Discards a man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll line up for a second down play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Hand off from the shotgun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And this offense has got it all wrong, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And he's knocked down. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so Palmer...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Touchdown, Aggie. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quarterback empties his backfield. He's looking to pass. Pocket starts, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one splits the uprights. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call. The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there getting set.
This one away.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in College Station. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Little. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Working on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. On target. And tackled there by the defense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Makes the grab outside. It's Jordan. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Aggies are marching down the field. Gets open down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got room at the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's open. He's piled up 82 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Keeps looking downfield. He fires it out to the right. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab over the middle.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Coming after it. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Trying to turn the corner on the right. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 45, on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Runs through a tackle. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Ken.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Gets away from one. He's got space. Tackled there by the defense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
He doesn't need anything to do. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Man, it's so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce, and man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
Snags it over the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The defense calls a timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. how about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100